Alright, so we are here to do part two of the wrestling review for this week for Monday Night Raw. Um, so let's get into this really unorganized and pretty horrible Monday Night Raw that I wish I would have not watched. Okay. So we get a number one contenders match where we see Lacey Evans versus Natalia. Natalia ends up losing to Lacey Evans. I don't think that that's actually a smart decision for the Raw women's division. I think Natalia should have won that match, in my honest opinion, because she's worked so hard for that opportunity. I just don't understand why they're giving it to a star from NXT that has proved nothing, honestly, whatsoever. She this is actually her first main match on Raw, actually, because yeah. Anyways, um, then we get the War Raiders on Raw, who are now called the Viking Experience, which is the stupidest name ever, Vince McMahon. Why did you change a perfectly good tag team? Oh my God, why? Oh, okay. Vince, please stay off of Raw, man. Please stop changing people's names. This is ridiculous. Um, so then we get Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin, and I want to say, was it Drew McIntyre? Yes, Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and AJ Styles. Um, that was actually a good match. I don't mind that match. That was okay. Um, the Iconics versus Naomi and Bailey, which was kind of an interesting match. I liked that match. That was good. Um, Finn Balor loses his match. Not quite understanding that to Andrade. Um, yeah, that's all. I mean, that's really the only positive stuff on Monday Night Raw was that stuff. Like the other stuff that happened made no sense whatsoever. Then this segment with the Miz and Shane, like, I thought this was already resolved on like WrestleMania. So apparently they're still gonna keep going on with the rivalry. I thought that it was over at WrestleMania, but I guess not. Um, so Miz and Shane basically kick the crap out of each other, jumping through the crowd, and there's a scene where Miz is chasing Shane away with a chair. I think we're gonna end up seeing this match again. It's gonna be Shane versus the Miz in like a street fight or something. I don't know, probably. Um, okay. Then we get the news of all the different superstars that are being moved over. The Viking Experience, the Usos, Naomi, Rey Mysterio, Lars Sullivan, Lacey Evans, EC3. Um, I mean, there's just so much. AJ Styles. Um, 17 superstars, basically. I can't name every single one of them right now. Um, but those are just some of the ones that were moved over. Some of them make total sense and others don't at all, honestly. Like taking Eric Young out of Sanity and moving him to Raw, where they're probably not even gonna really idolize him that much. That to me doesn't make any sense unless they're pairing him with Bray Wyatt. Now, if you're doing that, that makes total sense, and I'm okay with it because then Wyatt would have a tag team partner, um, and Eric Young might actually be a decent tag team partner for him if they want to do that. Um, Again, some of the moves make total sense, and others are kind of like, really? That makes no sense whatsoever. Um, I would honestly say this Monday Night Raw is probably a 6. Not any higher than that, honestly. some stuff, like I said, makes total sense and I liked it, and other stuff is kind of like they just threw it together. But I'm also hearing that they had a lot of issues with flights being canceled, with certain superstars not being able to be there. Um, so I'm really hoping that tonight's show with SmackDown is going to be a better show, because Raw was definitely not what was expecting. It was honestly pretty bad. So I'm really hoping that they're gonna learn from this issue and make Raw a better show. Now going forward with the talent that's moved over to Raw, they are gonna be able to shake some things up, honestly, in the Intercontinental Championship scene, being that Dean Ambrose is gonna be gone. Um, Plus Bray Wyatt and Sami Zayn. Um, are back into the picture, so that might actually help Raw be a little bit more interesting um, going forward. But I'm hearing that Raw Universal Championship scene, they want to have Roman versus Rollins going into this Saudi Arabia show. Um, so I'm not sure if that's set in stone or not, but it's okay. But I still think that they should throw other superstars involved in that. Um, Now, Andrade and Rey Mysterio being moved over from SmackDown and AJ Styles, I'm okay with that because, let's be honest, they've done everything that they can do on SmackDown, so they might be actually help Raw out a little bit with the ratings, more creative matches possibly down the road. I'm not sure what Vince's thinking is at this point, but I'm really hoping that SmackDown is a better show tonight because Raw was pretty bad. About a 6, honestly, in my book from 1 to 10. Um, anyways, I will be back to review SmackDown tomorrow. I just want to say, I just don't know what they're doing with these shakeups. Some of them make sense with their characters, others, like the War Raiders being changed entirely. Ricochet and Aleister Black being moved over to Raw, not quite understanding that because they were doing wonderful things on SmackDown. Um, and Cedric Alexander, what are they going to be doing with him? Why is he moving to Raw when he was basically the star of 205 Live? So I'm not quite understanding that either. But as a wrestling fan, we just kind of got to go with it, I guess, and hopefully Vince is going to figure this out.